partial sum is monotonically increasing. Here 0, 1, 1, 2, k equal to 1, L equal to 1 represents this point. Hi, good morning. I warmly welcome all of you to today's lecture. Today, we are going to discuss about a series that is associated with two non-series. Let summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation L equal to 0 to infinity BL be the two non-series. I am just formulating a table using the terms of these two series. I am marking the elements A0, A1, A2, etc. as the rows representing the table B0, B1, B2, B3, etc. as the columns of by the second series summation L equal to 0 to infinity BL. The first element, that means the first row, first column entry is evaluated by taking the product from the first row, first column. That means here we get A0, B0. Here we get A0, B1. Similarly, here A0, B2, A0, B3, etc. This is the product of, here the product of A1 and B0. Therefore, here the element A1, B0. Here A1, B1, A1, B2, A1, B3, etc. This is third row, first column, taking the products A2, B0, A2, B1, A2, B2, A2, B3, etc. etc. If I am drawing diagonals as like this, the first diagonal meets the points A0, B0. The second diagonal meets the point A1, B0, A2, A0, B1. And third diagonal meets the point A2, B0, A1, B1, A0, B2 and goes on. I am taking A0, B0 as the first diagonal meets the point A0, B0. The second diagonal meets the point A1, B0, A0, B1. I am taking the sum of these two terms. That means the sum of the terms, the diagonals meets the points. Therefore, the first two diagonals meets the points A0, B0 and the sum of A0, B0 is A0, B0. I am just writing it as A0, B0 and it is denoted by some C0. Now, the second diagonal meets the point A1, B0, A0, B1 and taking the sum of these two elements we get A1, B0 plus A0, B1. I am just writing it as some C1. Now, the third diagonal meets the points A2, B0, A1, B1, A2, B2 and taking the sum of these three terms we get A2 B0, A1 B1, A2 B2 equal to, A0 B2 equal to C2. And going this, we get C0 is A0 B0, C1 is A1 B0, A0 B1, the n plus 1th diagonal. Here the first diagonal meets the points, here the second diagonal meeting points, here the third diagonal meeting points, and the n plus 1th diagonal meetings the points an b0, an minus 1 b1, etc. a0 bn, and I am just marking it as some cn. Instead of reading from left to right, I am just reading it from right to left. Therefore, if we are reading from left to right, we get a1 b0 plus a0 b1 equal to c1. Instead of I am reading just from right to left, then we can read it as c1 equal to a0 b1 plus a1 b0. Similarly, c0 is equal to a0 b0. I am erasing the elements in this side. Now c2 equal to a0 b2 plus a1 b1 plus a2 b0. I am just erasing this side. And similarly, cn is equal to a0 a0 bn plus a1 bn minus 1 plus etc. an b0. I am erasing this expression. Therefore, we get c1 is equal to a0 b1 plus a1 b0. c0 is equal to a0 b0. c2 is equal to a0 b2 plus a1 b1 plus a2 b0. Hence, the general term can be expressed as cn is equal to a0 bn, a1 bn minus 1, etc. plus an b0. If I am expressing this as general term, cn is equal to summation. It can be expressed in two ways. Each of the terms are in a and b. And look at the indices. Here 0, n, 1, n minus 1, n, 0. The sum of two indices in each terms is n. 0 plus n is equal to n, 1 plus n minus 1 equal to n, n plus 0 equal to n. Therefore, if we are writing the indices as k, ak, bl, then we can vary the sum from k plus l from 0 to k plus l equal to n. Summation over k plus l equal to n, ak, bk. K plus l equal to n means k equal to 0, l equal to n, k equal to 1, l is equal to n minus 1, etc. k equal to n and l equal to 0. Also, this can be expressed in another way as equal to. Here also each of these terms are in a and b. Look at the indices. If the indices of A is 0, then the indices of B is n. If the index of A is 1, then the index of B is n minus 1. If the index of A is k, then the index of B is n minus k, and k varies from 0 to n. Therefore, this can be written as summation k varies from 0 to n ak bn minus k, which is also Cn. Therefore, we are given two series, summation an and summation bn. Here, the sequence associated with the given series summation an is an, and the sequence associated with the given series summation bn is bn. We just evaluated a product by taking in this format. The first diagonal meeting elements as a0, b0 is equal to c0, and the second diagonal meeting elements taken as sum a1 b0 plus a0 b1, and it is marked as sum c0, and similar way. We erased a sequence Cn, that is equal to summation k plus n equal to k plus l is equal to n ak bl. Cn is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n ak b n minus k. We can associate a series associated with the given given the sequence Cn. That is, we can make a new series associated with the given sequence Cn, that is summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn. This series is called the Cauchy product of the series summation an and summation bn. Hence, we are introduced a new series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn, where Cn is given by these two expressions. Cn is equal to summation k plus n equal to k plus l is equal to n ak bl, and Cn is equal to, in another way, summation k equal to 0 to n ak bn minus k. This series is called the Cauchy product series of associated with the series summation an and summation bn. That is, we are given two series, summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l is equal to 0 to infinity bl. We defined a new sequence associated with the given two sequences defined by Cn is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n ak bn minus k, that is also equal to summation k plus l is equal to n ak bl. Then we can associate a new series associated with the given sequence Cn, that is summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn. That series is called Cauchy product of the series summation n k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl. We are defined the terms of the sequences by using this table. Now, we have erased a new series. We have formed a new series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn, which is the product of the given two series summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl. And the sequence Cn is formed by in a particular manner such that Cn satisfies this equation, the product evaluated in a particular manner. In the study of a series, we are especially dealing with the convergence of a series. Here we need to discuss the convergence of this series summation Cn. We want to discuss the convergence of this series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn, where is the Cauchy product of summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl. If we know the convergence of summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl, that means If we know the convergence about the non-two series, we can discuss about the convergence of the new series formed by taking the product in this format. There is a result which discuss the convergence of this Cauchy product series of summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl. Look at the result. The proposition says that if k equal to 0 to infinity ak and l equal to 0 to infinity bl, that means the two non-given series are absolutely convergent. If a series is absolutely convergent, then it is always convergent. Absolutely convergence implies convergent. Therefore, summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak is convergent, and let it be equal to some a. And summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl is also convergent, and let it be b. That means the given two series are absolutely convergent. Then the result says that the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn, that means the Cauchy product series, is absolutely convergent with summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn equal to the sum. The series is absolutely convergent, then it will be convergent, and the summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn is ab, where a is equal to summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak and b equal to summation l equal to 0 to infinity bl. That means if the two given series are absolutely convergent, then the Cauchy product series is absolutely convergent, and the sum is the product of the sum of two given series. We want to discuss about the convergence of the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn. That means we have to discuss summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn is convergent. Sorry, we have to prove that this series is, we want to prove this series is converged. In order to discuss the convergence of a series, we have a bunch of results and theorems. By using definition, we can prove it. By using a bunch of results, we can discuss the convergence of a given series. Here, we need to discuss the convergence of a series. By definition, a series is convergent if and only if its sequence of partial sum is, a series is convergent if and only if its sequence of partial sum is convergent. By using definition, a series is convergent if and only if its sequence of partial sum is convergent. Therefore, in order to discuss the convergence of the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn, we want to discuss the partial sum associated with the given series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn. Let us discuss about the partial sum of the given series. Sorry, we want to prove the series is absolutely convergent. Therefore, we want to discuss the partial sum of the series. This series is absolutely convergent will implies summation n equal to 0 to infinity mod Cn is convergent. We have to discuss the convergence of the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity mod Cn. To discuss the convergence of a series, we have to discuss about its sequence of partial sum, and if its sequence of partial sum is convergent, then the given series is convergent. And the sequence of partial sum is convergent can be proved by using the definition of a convergence of a sequence or by using any other results. We have a number of results relating with the convergence of a sequence. We have is convergent. Our claim is to prove that the summation n equal to 0 to infinity mod Cn is convergent. Let us evaluate the sequence of partial sums associated with the given series summation n equal to 0 to infinity mod Cn. Let S naught be the partial sum of first term. Then S naught is equal to modulus of C naught. S1 is equal to modulus of C naught plus C1 is the partial sum of first two terms. S2 is equal to summation n equal to 0 to 2L C naught C1 plus C2 modulus of C naught plus C1 plus C2 etc. We get Sn equal to modulus of C naught plus C1 plus etc. plus Cn. This can be written as summation n equal to 0 to some capital N mod Cn. I am just taking here as Sn and also here as Scn. S1 is the partial sum of first two terms, S2 is the partial sum of first three terms, and Sn is the partial sum of first n plus 1 terms, which is given by modulus of C0 plus C1 plus etc. plus Cn. It can be written as summation n equal to 0 to n modulus of Cn. Modulus of Cn is equal to n varies from 0 to n. We get C0 plus C1 plus etc. plus Cn. Look at this sequence. We have to discuss about the partials. We have to discuss about the convergence of this sequence Sn. The first term is given by modulus of C0 and the second partial sum is given by S1 is equal to modulus of C0 plus C1 and third partial sum is given by modulus of C0 plus C1 plus C2 etc. The nth partial sum is given by modulus of C0, n plus 1th partial sum is given by modulus of C0 plus C1 plus etc. plus Cn. What about the partial sum of the series, this sequence? The sequence of partial sum is here monotonically increasing. Here the sequence of partial sum is monotonically increasing. Is there any result relating with the convergence of a sequence and the monotonically increasity? If a sequence is monotonically increasing, then it is convergent if and only if it is bounded above. That is, we have a result An is a sequence which is monotonically increasing, then it is convergent if and only if it is bounded above. Here we have to discuss the convergence of the sequence of partial sum Sn given by summation n equal to 0 to infinity, summation n equal to 0 to n mod Cn, and we have observed that this sequence of partial sum is monotonically increasing. We need to prove the sequence Sn is bounded above. If we prove Sn is bounded above, then we can state that the series summation n equal to 0 to infinity Cn is convergent, since the sequence Sn is monotonically increasing, and if we prove the sequence Sn is bounded above, then it will be convergent. Therefore, our claim is to prove that Sn is bounded above. Let's prove the result. What is Sn? Sn is equal to summation n equal to 0 to n mod Cn, which is equal to, what is Cn? Cn is given by summation k equal to 0 to infinity ak bn minus k, and it also can be written as summation k plus l from n to ak bl. I am using this statement. Summation n equal to 0 to n mod Cn is replaced by modulus of summation k plus l equal to n ak bl, which is less than or equal to summation n equal to 0 to n summation k plus l equal to n mod ak bl. Here summation k plus l equal to n ak bl taking modulus. That means inside the modulus there are some numbers, and here inside the modulus a single number and taking sum. That means mod a, mod b, here some mod a plus b. This is in format and this is in this format. From this to this we can go by triangle inequality. Here modulus of some numbers by using triangle inequality, which can be expressed as sum of modulus of each numbers. Therefore, since by triangle inequality, that is equal to summation n equal to 0 to n summation k plus l equal to n mod ak bl can be written as mod ak into mod bl, mod ab equal to mod a into mod b. Now look at this expression. I am just expanding this series. If we varies n from 0 to n, we get the terms summation k plus l equal to 0 mod ak bl plus the second term is n equal to 1, that is summation k plus l equal to 1 mod ak bl, etc. And the last term is summation k plus l equal to n mod ak mod bl. Therefore, this sum can be replaced as, here k plus l varies from 0 to n. Therefore, this can be replaced as summation k plus l less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl. When taking the sum n from 0 to n varying, we get that sum is equal to summation k plus l less than or equal to n mod ak bl. Therefore, that can be replaced by, this can be replaced by equal to summation k plus L less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl. This will be less than or equal to summation k less than or equal to n, L less than or equal to n, mod ak mod bl. That means the sum in this expression will be less than or equal to this sum. Let us look why this result holds. We want to know why this result holds. For the easiness of checking the result, I am letting n is equal to 2 and marking a 2 by 2 square matrix. These are our 2 by 2 points. In this direction I am varying k, in this direction I am varying L. This is the point 0, 0. That means the term corresponds to A naught, B naught. This is 0, 1 here, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, here 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1 and here 0, 1. That means each of the points here, this denotes the entry A0, B0, here denotes the term A1, B0, A2, B0 and this terms represents A2, B2. We have already formed the sequence Cn by using a tabular method. Now look at the expressions. Here summation k plus L less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl. Therefore, this terms represents mod A0 mod B0. This term represents mod A1 mod B0. This term represents mod A2 mod B0 and so on. I am letting k equal to 1. Sorry, k equal to 0. If k equal to 0, what are the choices for L? L can be 0, 1 or 2. Here k plus L less than or equal to n is equal to 2. Here n is equal to 2. Therefore, L may be 0 or 1 or 2. Therefore, what are the possible terms? K equal to 0, L equal to 0. K equal to 0, L equal to 0. That means this term. Now, k equal to 0, L equal to 1 represents this term and k equal to 0, L equal to 2 represents this term. Here this is 2. Now if we choose k equal to 1, what are the possibilities for L? L can be 0 or 1. It is not equal to 2. Therefore, k equal to 1, L equal to 0 represents these points. K equal to 1, L equal to 1 represents this point. Now, other choice is k equal to 2. If k equal to 2, then L must be equal to 0. That means k equal to 2, L equal to 0 represents these points. A2, B0. Here, the point is mod A2, mod B0. Therefore, in this sum, we are taking these terms. What about k less than or equal to n and L less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl? here we are summing all these terms. Therefore, in the left hand side, we are taking the sum only the terms below and including these diagonal elements. And here all these terms are summed and more than the terms are summed. If we consider a general n, then we can this generalize by a n by n square matrix, and here the sum is the sum of all, the sum consists of all entries and including below the diagonal elements, and here the entries including all the corner points. Therefore, this sum will be less than or equal to this sum. That is, we have summation k plus l less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl will be less than or equal to summation k less than or equal to l less than or equal to n mod ak mod bl. This is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n summation l equal to 0 to n mod ak mod bl. Here the sum varies on the indices l and the indices of a is k. Therefore, mod ak can be taken outside this sum. Then that is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n mod ak summation l equal to 0 to n mod bl. That is less than or equal to summation k equal to 0 to infinity mod ak into summation l equal to 0 to infinity mod bl. Here we are taking summation from 0 to n, and here we are taking summation from 0 to infinity. Therefore, this terms contains more terms than this expression. Therefore, this will be less than or equal to summation k equal to 0 to infinity mod ak and summation l equal to 0 to infinity mod bl. And also we have known that the series ak is absolutely convergent and the series bl is absolutely convergent. Therefore, this sum will be finite. Also, this sum will be finite. Therefore, this product will be finite, which is less than infinity. That means we have proved that the sequence Sn finally concluded less than infinity. That means the sequence Sn is bounded above. The sequence Sn is bounded above. Also, we have observed that the sequence of partial sum is monotonically increasing and it is bounded above. Hence, the sequence is convergent since it is bounded above and monotonically increasing. Now, we need to prove that the sum of the series Cn is equal to the sum of the product of sum of two given series.